Today, as we feed our spirit, Spirit wants us to pause for a moment of reflection. So the message that I received was, everyone needs to be loved, especially those who do not deserve it. And I know that, when I read that, I immediately understood what it meant. I understood what Spirit was saying. And I know some people may say, people that don't deserve it, people that have hurt me, people that have lied to me, lied on me, people that have mistreated me, people that have abused me, people that have wronged me. Because I feel that and I hear that and I understand it because I've been down that road before. But Spirit is saying that, yes, those people may have done all of those things. That doesn't mean that they don't need love. Actually, okay, Spirit, it's saying that they may need more love than the average, because anyone who has been a person that has extended that type of energy of abuse or manipulation or lying or cheating or, just hurting someone in any way, what we have to understand is hurt people. Those people are hurt. When a person is hurting, they still need love even though they are hurting. That does not mean, Spirit is saying very clearly, you do not have to keep someone in your life that hurts you in any form. Spirit is just saying they need love. And I know that people may hear this, and we've all heard this quote before, that love conquers all. It does. It does. I have personally, and it's been a struggle, but I've achieved this before. I have had to personally learn and apply loving people who did not deserve love from me, or loving people who had harmed me, hurt me, mistreated me, or whatever it is. And like I said, it was a struggle. I'm still a human being, inside of this spiritual experience. And I do also feel that it's difficult for many people to do so. So let me elaborate a little more. When Spirit is saying that unlovable people still need love, because that's basically what we're saying, or people that you may feel like are unlovable or don't need love because they hurt people. Spirit is not saying that you have to love them and be kind and be their friend. If it's family, they're not saying that you have to go over and beyond. Even if it's a spouse or a partner, they're not saying that you have to keep this person in your life. You may not even be the person that extends love to this person in a way that would prompt a change in their life. Like, we all may have experienced a hurt from someone or mistreatment from someone that we love, no matter what relationship they were to you. And we may not have been able to overcome that situation with that person. It may take another person to come along and extend love to them for them to see that they're wrong. So, yes, I totally understand that part. We may not always be the ones that are able to extend our love, and it conquers all the wrong that's been done in whatever relationship. But Spirit is just being very clear that unlovable people still need love too. And as I stated, they may need it more because they're not in a place where they're being loving or they're being lovable or extending love at that time. And I'll just end with this. I see a quote every day that's in my office that says, those people who need love the most ask for it in the most unlovable ways. That is what Spirit is saying today. Those people still need love, because a lot of times the people that need love the most ask for it in the most unlovable ways. People who are hurting need love the most, but they ask for it in the most unlovable ways. That's not to say you should let them walk all over you and hurt you and mistreat you. Spirit is not saying that, but Spirit is saying they still need love too. It may be a person has to go to therapy, and that's a form of extending, a loving energy to allow yourself to be a vessel to guide a person towards their ascension, towards their healing process. That's still love. I'm a therapist. I know that, because certain things you just can't do unless you're doing them out of love. Therapy is one of them. And, it may be, as I always say, and my grandma would say, you have to handle people with that long handle spoon. That means you may have to love them from a distance. You may have to love them on the level that they're able to receive your love. You may not be able to go over and beyond. And the love I'm speaking of, Spirit wants me to be very clear, is not necessarily romantic, not necessarily being their best friend or anything of that nature. But you may have someone in your life that's unloving, but you may have to give them a loving or a kind word every time you see them. Or you may have to give that person some tough love. Because tough love may look like you telling them or pointing out the wrongs that they've done to you, or how they're mistreating you and how you're not going to tolerate it, but you don't hate them. You may have to extend some tough love to people who are unloving, because they still need love. And I'll just say this as I close. Reflect on a time where you may have hurt someone. Reflect on a time where you may have been unloving. Reflect on a time where you may have been unkind. Reflect on a time where you may have been that hurt person that are hurting or was hurting people or a person, or someone. Because personally, I know that I can reflect on that, because none of us are perfect here. Many of us may have hurt people unintentionally. Like I said, if you're a hurt person, you extend hurt, because that's what's inside of you. That's what's within. If we all can reflect on a time where we may have wronged someone or been unkind or mistreated someone in any way, if we've healed from that area, if we've grown, if we've overcome that, or even if we haven't done so yet, I'm sure that we can all look back and see that if we were in that other person's shoes, for one, we were probably wrong, and we would, finally be able to see that. But secondly, if we were in that person's shoes, we would realize that we didn't want to be mistreated. They didn't deserve to be mistreated. They didn't deserve to be hurt or wrong. But that the reason we know that unlovable people, unkind people sometimes need love is because we may have been one of those people before, or we may be that person in the future. We cannot ever say not ever or never, or it won't happen, or I won't do it, or it won't be me, because we never know how our energy may affect someone. We can't tell others how to feel. We may blurt out something that hurts someone one day, and we may not mean it, but can we honestly say we didn't hurt that person? We may mistreat someone unintentionally, but can we say that we still didn't mistreat them if that's the experience they received from us? So I just want us all to reflect on that, because we never know. We may be at a point to where either we've been in a position of being unlovable in the past, or we may be there in the future. And as Spirit says, even the most unlovable people still need love. And everyone needs to be loved, especially those who do not deserve it. I hope that I said something to inspire someone on this journey, or just reflecting on, the fact that we're not perfect and we may have been in a situation before where we were unloving or unkind. And I hope that we can take a look back, even if we're unable to extend an apology or love to that person at this time. Hopefully we can just reflect back and look and see that we were wrong and how we've grown, and that we may not continue that in the future. Until next time we meet, I am sending you all peace, love, and light. Namaste.